Good morning, everybody. It's Lasha, and I just wanted to let you know that I found a way to take care of this pain. Where is it? To take care of that pain. Now remember, I broke my femur, and it was Michael Corcola at the Royal Victoria Hospital in Barrie, Ontario, and I broke my femur. I was in a wheelchair for a year, and the government of Canada said the reason that hole was there is because I smoked marijuana. I started smoking marijuana in 2018. I was in a wheelchair for a year because a doctor didn't keep his oath. And part of their oath is saying something. He said nothing. I had 3 surgeries, and I'm pissed off today. So I wanted to share a secret recipe that takes away pain without overtaking anything. You see that black coffee in there? You know what's in there? THC drops with CBD drops. And it works. And Michael Corcola, shame on you. Shame on you. You never said anything, and you looked in my face and you lied to me. You lied to me. He put the hardware underneath the knee, okay? And I broke it up here walking 2 dogs 8 years ago when I was 46. And now I'm 54, and you can see the difference. And the worst part is that is an open nerve. And Gail Hunt from the Royal Victoria Hospital, if you all think this is over, and if the government of Canada thinks this is over, you're finished. You know what? I am so done. I am so done with government and rich people and the elite and people abusing their power. Oh, I'm in a mood. And I don't really mind if any of you think I'm crazy. I don't even care, because I'm not. There is no support group for this, okay? I was left with my own devices, and if it were not for a certain group of people, and if it were not for the surgeons at the General Hospital in Hamilton, I would not be alive. If it wasn't for my dog Sophie, I would not be alive. And Michael Corcola said nothing. And he has kids, and I'm thinking, what does he teach his children? Is this defamation? I don't think so. If somebody walked up to you and broke your knee with a bat, who would you call? Well, you wouldn't call Ghostbusters, ha. You'd call the police. Well, if a surgeon does this to you and says nothing, who do you call? You can't call the police. They wouldn't even give a shit. It's the corruption. It's that he didn't say anything. The hospital knew about it. And it was a cover-up. And I'm not joking. And that's why I started this channel. This is why it's a non-donation charity. And if I have to say it again, I think I'm going to be so upset. And I'm not even upset right now. I just get really mad at that doctor and the government for covering up such a disgrace. And I've said it, and I've said it, and I've said it, and nobody ever listens, except for the people on this channel that have cheered me on from day one to get better. And I am not letting this go, and I am not letting go. I am not letting it go, because it's a human rights violation. Doctor not keeping their oath, not saying anything. And everybody I talk to I think people are cowards. Well, that's the way it is. No, people. You know, if people could stick together for a particular cause and come with me to that hospital, then something could be done to change the legislation in Canada so that if a surgeon doesn't keep his or her oath, they're held accountable. And nobody gives a shit. So, if you all want people that are injured by a doctor to have disability pay $300,000 on cabs to get me from Barrie to Grimsby and Hamilton, and I said, well, why don't we just move me to Grimsby because it'll be so much cheaper. That's not the way it works. Oh, okay, so the Canadian tax dollars are spending what? Yeah, throw somebody on disability and let them rot. Shame on you, Michael Corcola, and shame on the Royal Victoria Hospital.